Hello, it's Rabbi Shoshana, and I'm really going to be missing seeing you guys at Cheder this Sunday morning. I realize that life is hardly normal at the moment, but one thing we have to look forward to is
catching up on Netflix shows.
Eating matzah. Matzah, as you can see, is delicious because it has no sugar, cholesterol, coloring, flavoring, animal fats, dairy products, preservatives, and no added salt. I'm going to have to put my beautiful box of matzah down so we can start learning the 4 questions.
So why do we have to do the questions again?
Well, I'm so glad you asked that question, Nadav. Each year, the youngest child in the household is called upon to read the 4 questions, which is a moment of great joy for the parents and occasional worry and embarrassment for the child. But you guys are all expected to do your very best on the 4 questions this year, and this helpful video will assist you with that task.
Welcome to 4 Questions Instructional Video 101.
We're going to start off at the very beginning it's actually 5 questions. So here's the question that comes before the question.
Wait, there's 5 of them?
Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol haleilot mikol haleilot halayla hazeh mikol haleilot halayla hazeh mikol haleilot.
Why is this night different from all other nights?
That's an excellent question. So the Seder night, of course, is different in so many different ways. We have the Seder plate, we have the matzah plate with a stack of 3 matzahs, we have the afikomen search. Usually we have a very, very special meal. In a normal year, we would have lots and lots of friends and family together at our tables. That may not happen this year, but I do hope that each and everybody's Seder is special in its own way. שבכל הלילות אנו אוכלים חמץ ומצה, חמץ ומצה. הלילה הזה כולו מצה. הלילה הזה כולו מצה.
So, matzah, why? Yeah, why?
Why matzah? Because it's so incredibly delicious. Well, there's 2 reasons why we eat matzah. The first reason, the one that most people know, is we eat matzah because the Jews had to flee Egypt in such a hurry that they didn't have time to bake, to let their bread rise. And so they baked unleavened cakes of matzah, which we consider to be a delectable treat to this very day.
If it's so delicious, why don't we have it throughout the rest of the year?
Well, you're very welcome to eat matzah the rest of the year, but some of us just choose to limit our matzah intake to the 8 days of Pesach. Now, the other reason why we eat matzah is because it says in our Haggadah that matzah is the bread of affliction. It's the bread that our ancestors ate as slaves in the land of Egypt, so it also reminds us of slavery. So this thin little piece of cracker actually has so much meaning to it. Here's the second question. שבכל הלילות אנו אוכלים שאר ירקות, שאר ירקות. הלילה הזה מרור, מרור. הלילה הזה מרור, מרור.
Bitter herbs are not that nice.
No, bitter herbs are pretty icky, especially if you are in one of those families that eat horseradish. Romaine lettuce is a lot easier to deal with. But we eat the bitter herbs to remind us that our lives, when we were slaves in the land of Egypt, were bitter. And I say we rather than they, because it says in the Haggadah we should all imagine what it would have been like to have been slaves in Egypt and to become free. We eat a bit of bitterness, and we also remember that other people's lives are bitter, and we hope that their lives will become sweet soon. שבכל הלילות אין אנו מטבילין אפילו פעם אחת, אפילו פעם אחת. הלילה הזה, שתי פעמים. הלילה הזה, שתי פעמים.
So the third question is about dipping, but like, so you don't dip once, you dip twice.
Well, yes. So the dipping question is a bit obscure. Many of us dip on a regular basis. We dip chips into dip. We dip vegetable sticks into dip. So we do have a dip on Pesach, our sweet dip charoset, and we dip our maror into the charoset to mix our bitterness with a bit of sweetness. We also dip parsley into salt water. Parsley is a sign of new life. Salt water is a symbol of tears. It's kind of confusing, but we just go with it. And parsley does taste a lot better if you dip it into salt water. שבכל הלילות אנו אוכלים בין יושבים ובין מסופים, בין יושבים ובין מסופים. הלילה הזה כולנו מסופים. הלילה הזה כולנו מסופים.
So something like keeps me awake at night is we're supposed to recline at a Seder, but how do you recline when the chairs you sit on can't even recline?
Well, that's another excellent question, Nadav. The fourth question says, on all other nights we eat either sitting up or lying down, but tonight we're all lying down. And of course, on a regular basis, none of us eat lying down. So this is a reminder that our Seder is 2,000 years old. It dates back to the time of the Romans. For the Romans, they ate with luxurious meals, lying on one side and eating with their right hand. We may not do that anymore, but we still want to have at our Seder the signs that show that we're having a relaxed and beautiful meal together.
So why don't we lie down?
Why don't we lie down? Because I think it's bad for digestion and it could get kind of messy. So sitting up is generally, you can recline, but very few of us actually lie down for our Seders anymore. Well, that's your 4 questions. I hope you'll practice those during the week. And next week, we're going to look at Dayenu. I hope you have a terrific week between now and then. And I'm looking forward to checking in with many of you in the days to come. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, that was a good practice. Want to do it for real?